As we get closer to ringing in a new year, we're going to look back at the stories we'll remember from 2015.
John Hart shows us numbers 20 through 11.
Number 20, down the pipeline.
The company planning the pipeline, Kinder Morgan, says the Palmetto project will lower gas prices and increase competition. But Augusta locals say the pros don't outweigh the cons.
A $1 billion pipeline project will cross through major rivers in 4 states.
We have some pretty serious issues.
The Georgia Department of Transportation says no to the proposed Palmetto pipeline. The decision will now head to the courts, where ultimately a judge will make the decision.
Number 19, postponing the project.
Project Jackson is taking another step back as baseball fans could be waiting another season for a new stadium.
Here's a new rendering of a bird's eye view of the Green Jackets ballpark. Other images give us an idea of what the streets and retail shops will look like.
That same look and feel that I think people will be very proud of.
Breaking news, the South Carolina Supreme Court has made a decision on the Project Jackson case.
That's right, the justices ruled in favor of the city of North Augusta.
The city and the developer are still shooting for a spring 2017 opening for the baseball stadium.
Number 18, reunited.
Heartbreaking memories of being put up for adoption at age 7 and being pulled apart from her little brother on the courthouse steps. Thousands of you shared our story on Facebook, and 2 days later, Joey drove to Augusta to meet the sister he had missed for decades.
A long time. God answers prayers. Yes, he does. Last time I heard you, you was going over screaming. And then I went this and he went that way. Oh, I want my brother, I want my brother. Now she got him. Big brother's here now. Big sister.
Number 17, land of the SPLOST.
Richmond County voters turned out and chose to accept the SPLOST 7 package.
SPLOST supporters gathered tonight to watch the results come in, and needless to say, they were happy.
At the end of the day, people said, you know what, it was about the needs, it was about public safety. Having support of public safety was huge, I think, of the endorsement from them.
Number 16, twin tragedy.
Support tonight for the mother who made headlines with the rare birth of those twins Monday. The babies died last night.
Georgia Region's Medical Center officials say the babies, who shared a heart and liver, died Wednesday night after multiple complex medical complications.
We just thank God for all of this because we know all of this is His purpose and His will.
Number 15, the Great Flood.
Roads are caving in, the rush of water even bringing caskets to the surface, and 62 of the dams in the state on the verge of collapse.
This event is not over.
19 people now dead since the rain began.
We're holding our breath and we're saying a prayer.
Nearby homes and families are being evacuated.
Aiken County locals say they haven't seen flooding like this in years.
You need to be mindful of what it's doing and be ready to leave if you have to.
Columbia natives say they've never seen anything like it.
This is probably the worst I've ever seen since I've been living here.
So we're just going through it right now, hoping and praying that God watches over us.
Number 14, supreme decision.
Couples in all 50 states can now walk into a courthouse and get married.
The victory cries stretch from the steps of the Supreme Court to the Garden City.
It hit me like we're real now.
I'm seeing people holding hands, crying, flying flags that say peace.
Number 13, GSU Strong.
Georgia Southern University community mourning that tragic loss of 5 students today. They were killed early this morning in a multiple car accident on I-16 in Bryan County. Identifying the victims, Caitlin Baggett of Millen. Family and friends spreading their love and memories of her tonight.
She was very smart, very beautiful.
Emily says she knows her friend wouldn't want anyone to be upset, but she can't help but mourn the loss of such a great person.
I'm still in shock. It's not supposed to be this way.
Number 12, yes, we cannabis.
Soon, cannabis oil will be legal in Georgia for some. Governor Nathan Deal signed an executive order telling state agencies involved to get prepared for the registration process.
There's close to 500,000 people that could potentially have access to cannabis oil with immunity.
It allows patients suffering from 8 diagnoses to benefit, including seizures, cancer, sickle cell anemia, Crohn's disease, and MS.
Number 11, Spurrier says so long.
After 11 seasons as South Carolina's head coach, Steve Spurrier officially steps down today.
I planned on being on the shoulder pads of the team coming out of the Georgia Dome with an SEC championship, but that didn't work out.
The Gamecocks introduced Will Muschamp as their 34th head football coach.
The ceiling's limitless. You know, we're about winning championships here.
We're going to continue to count down at number 10 tomorrow night on News Channel 6 at 6.
And if you miss any of these segments, you'll find them on our website, WJBF.com. Weigh in and let us know what you think the top stories for 2015 were on our Facebook page, or you can tweet us.